Welcome to this video on technical debt in product management. Technical debt is a critical concept that every product manager needs to understand. It refers to the shortcuts and compromises made during software development that prioritize speed over quality. Just like financial debt, you gain benefits immediately but pay interest later. In this video, we'll explore what technical debt is, how it impacts your product's development velocity, and how you can manage it strategically as a product manager. Technical debt is fundamentally about making architectural and coding shortcuts to ship features faster. When engineers take these shortcuts, they create what we call technical debt. The quick definition is simple. It's code or design decisions that prioritize speed over quality, creating future maintenance and scalability challenges. Think of it like borrowing money from a bank. You get cash today, but you have to pay it back with interest later. In software, the interest is paid through slower development velocity, more bugs, and higher costs down the road. The root cause is always the same: architectural shortcuts taken under pressure to ship features faster. And the key impact is that it reduces your team's ability to build new features quickly in the future. Technical debt follows a predictable life cycle with 4 phases. First, you incur debt by taking quick solution shortcuts to meet tight deadlines. Then, as multiple workarounds accumulate over time, the debt compounds. This leads to the impact phase where development slows down because engineers spend time working around existing issues instead of building new features. Finally, you have to pay back the debt through major refactoring and system redesigns, which is expensive and time-consuming. Understanding this life cycle helps you make better decisions about when and how much debt to incur. Technical debt appears in many forms in real code bases. Hard-coded values like magic numbers and strings directly in code instead of using configuration. Duplicated code where engineers copy and paste logic instead of creating reusable functions. Missing documentation means skipping code comments and API documentation to ship faster. No error handling means omitting edge cases and exception handling for speed. Missing tests means shipping without unit or integration tests to meet deadlines. And poor architecture like monolithic design without proper separation of concerns. These are just some examples, but they all have the same effect. They slow down future development. The real cost of technical debt shows up in your product's velocity. Slower feature development occurs because engineers spend time working around existing issues instead of building new features. Increased bug rates follow because poor code quality leads to more defects and longer testing cycles. Team frustration builds when engineers become demotivated working with legacy code and rushed implementations. And higher maintenance costs mean each change becomes riskier and requires more testing and rework. Over time, a team that accumulated significant technical debt can ship features at a fraction of the speed they could before. This is why understanding and managing technical debt is crucial for maintaining long-term velocity. As a product manager, you face a fundamental trade-off between shipping fast and maintaining quality. When you choose to incur technical debt, you gain immediate benefits. You can ship features faster, meet market deadlines, gain quick competitive advantage, and validate product-market fit. But you pay later with slower velocity over time, higher refactoring costs, team burnout and turnover, and difficulty attracting and retaining talent. The key insight is that this is a trade-off, not a simple right or wrong decision. Sometimes the immediate gains are worth the future costs. Other times they're not. Your job as a PM is to make that decision consciously and strategically. Rather than trying to eliminate all technical debt, the best approach is to manage it strategically. Make intentional decisions where you acknowledge when taking shortcuts and plan for future repayment. Track and measure your technical debt by documenting debt items and monitoring their impact on velocity. Allocate time in each sprint specifically for refactoring and quality improvements. Prioritize paydown by focusing on high-impact items that slow velocity most significantly. Set quality standards through minimum quality gates and code review standards upfront. And communicate clearly with your team and stakeholders about velocity quality trade-offs. This strategic approach lets you use technical debt as a tool rather than letting it control you. The question isn't whether to incur technical debt, but when it's appropriate. For early-stage startups, finding product-market fit is critical, so technical debt is acceptable if managed properly. Time-sensitive launches like competitive market windows or regulatory deadlines justify controlled shortcuts. Experimental features like prototypes and minimum viable products can tolerate higher debt for learning and validation. However, there are places where you should never incur debt. Core systems, security-critical code, and high-traffic infrastructure must maintain quality standards because the costs of failure are too high. Understanding these boundaries helps you make smart decisions about where debt is acceptable. Here's a practical framework you can use to manage technical debt. In the assessment phase, quantify the impact on velocity, identify high-impact areas, and estimate the effort needed to pay off the debt. In the planning phase, set quality standards for your team, reserve sprint capacity specifically for paydown, and prioritize which debt items to tackle. In the execution phase, allocate sprint capacity, track progress regularly, and monitor how velocity trends improve. Finally, in the review phase, measure the velocity gains, adjust your strategy as needed, and plan the next paydown cycle. This systematic approach ensures technical debt stays manageable rather than spiraling out of control. Here are the core takeaways to remember. First, technical debt is a strategic tool, not a failure. Intentional shortcuts can accelerate important business goals if managed properly. Second, the cost is paid in velocity. Every shortcut compounds, slowing feature development and increasing maintenance burden over time. Third, you as a PM must balance speed and quality consciously, tracking debt and planning repayment systematically. Fourth, make informed trade-offs by understanding what you're gaining today and what you'll pay tomorrow. Finally, sustainable velocity requires ongoing management of technical debt as a core product manager responsibility. Use this knowledge to make better decisions for your product and team.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.